Okay, so today is December 19th, 2019, and it's 10:35 a.m. So today while I was at the gym, a couple things popped in my mind. When I think I saw someone that I haven't seen in a while. She used to come to the gym, but for some reason I haven't seen her. So when I saw her, a couple things started popping in my mind. And I started taking notes of what I was thinking. So the thing was that now that I'm starting to share some of my fitness experience, my fitness journey here on my family channel, and I thought it was important to create this video to share my views, my perspective of fitness. And the disclaimer for this video is that I'm not a doctor, I'm not a fitness trainer. I'm just giving you my perspective, my experience, and fitness. I've been working out since I was a teen. I joined sports, high school, college. I play volleyball in college, and I work out and things like that. So I had stopped for a while when I was working. I didn't have kids, and then I started again. And then after I've given birth, I sort of stopped for a while because I knew I wanted to have another child. And then after my second child, I pretty much blew up like a balloon, pretty much. And I took my time to get back into the gym, and then I bring my weight back down again without hiring a trainer or any professionals whatsoever. I did everything on my own. So everything that I've been showing you, especially this year, are just my experience, my journey, and I wanted to share with you. So I have a couple of videos on my fitness channel. I probably, hopefully when I'm editing this video, I remember to search for those links of those videos to put in the description in terms of videos that I feel like for beginners that could help you, things to think about pretty much. Like for instance, if you never work out, don't start, by going crazy at the gym, seeing some dude who's been working out for years, and you're gonna mimic whatever it is that he's doing. So I have several videos that sort of explain certain things. So, and I think one of the notes that I put in here sort of explains some of that too. So let me get to it right away. So the thing that I was thinking when I was at the gym was that fitness starting point. What I mean by fitness starting point is that there's a baseline for everybody, okay? My baseline, my zero, my baseline may not be the same as your baseline. Meaning that if, for instance, right, there's someone who never worked out before, never have foot in the gym, lift any dumbbells or barbells or whatever, but outside of the gym, there are movements that's sort of similar to whatever you'll be doing at the gym. So his body's already used to doing certain movement or things like that. For instance, let's say there's a construction worker who's been lifting, cement and concrete blocks and dry walls, lifting it up and, bring it or walk up the stairs with those heavy load and stuff like that. And someone else, let's say a farmer, right? A farmer never step in the gym whatsoever. But every morning he gets up, he's been, pulling some stuff, whatever the farmers do, or, shoveling stuff, the earth to put things, seeds on the ground. These are movement of things that you do in the gym. And then you, on the other hand, you never step in the gym, same as a construction worker, same as a farmer, but you just sit behind the TV watching, using your fingers only with the remote and stuff like that. So your starting point, your baseline, your zero baseline is not the same as the construction worker and as the farmer, right? So once you step in the gym, you have to start in a way where your body is at. This is why I think many people don't understand this when they say, when you know, people who compete, right, who do fitness, who compete like Arnold Schwarzenegger, they, you know, bodybuilders, physique competitors and stuff like that. When they say, many of them say, you always compete with yourself, this is what they mean. Competing with yourself. Your body, your baseline is not the same as someone else. You try, when you go to the gym, you're trying to improve on where you at, where your body is at. For instance, when I had my sciatica, that was the very first time I had sciatica. I've been going to the gym for a couple years, and I remember very clearly, I was trying to prepare myself to start doing pistol squat. Pistol squat is when you're doing squat with one leg, right? So I started doing this every morning in the bathroom before I weigh myself. You know, I didn't go far down, but I was doing it very slowly. Eventually, I think I got somewhat close with one leg. The strong leg was my right leg, where I do the pistol squat. My left leg was not as strong as my right. So eventually, that was before I got my sciatica. And I was lifting heavy at the gym. I was doing regular squats with heavy load on my back to do squats and stuff like that. Then once I had the sciatica, I was out of commission for 1 week. Within that 1 week, my leg, especially my left leg in particular, muscle tones was gone. My leg looked like this. So when after, you know, I found out what caused that, and I realized my lower back had some issues, the disc on my spine had some issues. So when I decided to go back to the gym, I've eliminated a lot of movement that I used to do, and I had to start from scratch where my body was at the moment. I didn't go back to where the last time I stepped at the gym, where I was doing heavy load and I was doing, you know, crazy bench press and things like that. I started from scratch, like my body never used to it. So I had to retrain my leg in particular to start being strong again. I remember going back to the gym, all my body wanted to do was doing leg press. So I do leg press. You know, for some reason, the vein, the muscles just itching to do, you know, what do you call this, leg press. So each time I go to the gym, even though I have this mental note where one day you work upper body, the next day you work lower body, but for some reason, once I started going back to the gym, my body wanted to do leg press. So every day I go to the gym, I do leg press, and little at a time it got stronger. So now I'm somewhat my base, I will not say my baseline, but I've improved tremendously. It's been like a couple of years now, 2-3 years since that happened. So I've regained my strength again. But I still don't go crazy because I'm older now and I have responsibilities, my kids. So I've eliminated a lot of routines that will compromise my spine. And the doctor had told me, I think they give me 3 choices. One of the choices was to every 6 months or something like that to get the steroid shot right on my spine so I could alleviate the pain. And the other thing was to get surgery or something like that. So since then, I haven't done none of that. What I've been doing is go to the gym, do what my body is capable of doing, and I never go to the doctor for my lower back. Occasionally, don't get me wrong, I'm not 100%, you know, like I never had sciatica before, but occasionally I do feel my lower back, but it's not as painful. If you ever had sciatica, you know the pain of sciatica. It's like electricity buzzing on your leg non-stop. And if I could go through that pain, a small little uncomfortableness on my lower back is nothing. But I managed to not aggravate my spine to trigger the sciatica. So that's that. That's I hope I make sense in terms of baseline of where your starting point is. Just because you see someone is doing something at the gym, although you see it, the movement is simple. Pretty much every movement at the gym is very simple. You lift, you just move the joints, you do this. But the challenge is, once you could do all those movements without any weight, the challenge is to challenge your body with load or weight. You put weight to challenge it. That's pretty much it. So just because you see someone is lifting a 50-pound barbell or dumbbell, but your body never used to it, that doesn't mean you should go and do that. You have to start where your body is capable of. Again, let me go back to that sciatica thing, because a lot of the movements that I used to do prior to the sciatica, like I said, I did heavy load. But once I went back to the gym after the sciatica, I was doing almost the same movement with no weight or very minimal weight. All right, so that's what I mean. Your body will dictate what you're capable of doing. So you should challenge yourself to improve, but that doesn't mean to compromise your body to, you know, trying to mimic someone else's workout. Because once you injure yourself, you're done with. Okay, there's no more gym. All the things that you used to think is important is nothing until you got your health compromised. You realize your health is the number one. All right, so that's what I mean by your starting point. The second thing is, I think I already mentioned, a construction worker starting point may not be the same as a farmer or you know, so I sort of explained that already. The third one is the difference between you and someone else is that your body may not be accustomed to different or the same movement, which I just spoke about. Because if you never done something, or if you never lift something in a specific way, you know, you most likely will injure yourself. You may not feel it now, but later on it will show up. All right, so this one, I have videos on my fitness channel about it, where I talk about your core and body alignment. So for beginners, someone who's never stepped in the gym, all right, so let me read what I wrote. A core and body alignment are the first thing a novice fitness enthusiast should take into consideration when they first step into a fitness facility. So if you're a brand new person who wants to work out, your priority, your very first thing you should try to do, not try, you should pretty much, is learn to control your core, and when you do your movement is to have body alignment. I believe I have a video. I'll put several links in the description that of whatever it is that I've mentioned here. I'll look for them. It's a lot of work. I'll look for them and I'll put the links in the description, because they do help a lot. So when it comes to core, your body, you know, when somebody's gonna punch you and you automatically flex your abdominal, you tighten your core, so you know your whole body don't absorb the punch. So that's what it is. That's what you have to do when you first step into the gym. Learn to control it, and learn to be able to, when you're doing heavy lifting, to tighten it. Okay, that way you don't compromise other part of your body. Once you compromise other part of your body, you will pretty much put yourself out of commission. And then body alignment, all this works along with core, right? So if, for instance, you know, a lot of people get frustrated when they go to the gym, they don't see improvement in their body. It's because is the lack of core control and body alignment. When you're doing the movement, if you want to have big arm, big biceps, and then you're going like this, you're not gonna see improvement anytime soon, because your body is transferring the load to other parts, to other muscles of your body, which pretty much you're doing this movement like that, but you want your arms to get bigger. So all the other muscles are working, which is good, but you're not really targeting what you wanted to target. So for instance, body alignment, I remember I have a video about that. The thumbnails show a body where it's standing up straight, okay? Nothing like this, nothing like that, nothing like this, nothing like that. Where everything is aligned, equally even out. You stand up straight, you tighten your core, that's for bicep curls, right? You tighten your core and you put your arm, that's how I sometimes do it. Put your arm against your ribs, okay? And then you do the movement, right? You not transfer the load, the movement to other part of your body. You want to work your biceps, the biceps is working. You want the muscle that you want to improve to work. So when you see you're doing a lot of exercises, you know, everybody, when they go to the gym, they have a specific goal. I want to lose weight. I want to improve this. I want to improve that. You have a basic idea of what you want to do. But if you start in the wrong track and you don't see the improvement, almost always is because of that. You don't have core control. You don't have body alignment when you're targeting that specific muscle you want to target. So the load is transferring to other part of your body. Other part of your body is doing the work, and your targeted muscle is not functioning. So even though you're not on any fitness plan, like I am right now, I'm not on any fitness plan. But when I do go to the gym, I said, okay, usually when I'm not on a plan, I don't even know what I'm going to do once I get in the gym. As soon as I step in the gym, I said, bam. I look at, you know, I surf around the gym, see which machines are usually available. If usually people who, the usuals who goes to the gym, they are on a plan. So if they're focusing on chest, you're gonna see all the chest machines will be taken. If they focus on back, usually most of the back machine will be available. If they're focusing on legs, most of the leg machines will be available. So sometimes when I'm not on any plan, I step in the gym and I see which machine is available. All right, if it's a Monday, I didn't go to the gym Sunday, so I decided Monday is my first day of workout. I go in, okay, chest machines are available. I do chest, right? Or sometimes I do full body because every machine's are available. Then I will take a rest the following day. But if I've been slacking off for a while and I do full body today, let's say today, and then tomorrow go again, I'll do another full body. So I'm pretty much flexible when I'm not on any plan. But when I'm on a plan, I've had videos where I have, I believe, 1 body part per week, or whatever plan that I'm in. You should go on my fitness channel. Go on the playlist. You'll see a couple stuff that I've shared with my subscribers. They may not be helpful to you. They might be, whatever. You could check them out. Yeah, so I usually go and see what's available and I focus on it. And then when I do my workout, depending what machine that I'm using, no matter what it is or what muscle group I'm targeting, my core is always tight and I make sure that particular muscle that I'm working on is working. I don't waste my time doing a lot of crazy movement or lift heavy weight and then I'm not even targeting the muscle. I'm boiling some water, so I'm gonna stop and I'll come back. So I'm back. So I was talking about core control. All right, let's go to the next one. Don't worry about don't worry about others in the gym. Focus on improving in yourself. Make sure you don't compromise your well-being while trying to mimic someone else. Once you enjoy yourself, you pretty much put yourself out of commission, which I sort of mentioned already. So the next one that I want to bring is, once you get the wheel moving, don't stop. Make it a habit to do any form of fitness movement or yeah. So what I meant by that, what I was thinking when I wrote this, once you get the wheel moving, is that once you start training your body, yourself, your entire body to go to the gym at a specific time or whenever you have the time to go to the gym, once you start doing that, don't stop. make it a habit to keep going, because once you stop using your muscles, you pretty much you know, gonna lose it. So I wrote here, once you stop using it, don't be surprised when you lose it, right? So your muscles, I know in the fitness industry they have something, a saying that once you okay, use it or lose it. That's it. Use it or lose it. So what they mean by that is that you have to keep on using your muscles, otherwise you're gonna lose it. So building muscles take time, okay? Even people who use steroid or whatever, getting their body to that particular level of physique, it takes time. But once you stop, that's the key thing. The stopping part, you're gonna lose it. So you have to make it a habit of going to the gym. Like for instance, I was sick 2 weeks ago and I stopped going to the gym for a week. I was pushing myself to go to the gym, and I realized each time I go to the gym, I step outside, if I didn't have to take the kids to school or to their religion class, and I come back, I get sick again. I become very sick. So I stopped going to the gym for 1 week. I wanted my body to focus on fighting the flu instead of going to the gym and also fighting, you know, pushing myself to do some exercise. So it wasn't good for me at all. So I told myself, okay, just stop going to the gym this week. You start again next week, which I believe it was this week or last week or something like that. So yeah, last week, because last week when I went, I didn't lift at all. All I did was stretching, which I share with you. This video might come before a couple other videos, because my summer videos, I didn't edit them during the summer, and I'm just editing them now. I already preset when they should be coming out. They're already in May something 2020, so I try to do every other day, because I don't know when I may not be able to have content to show you guys. So this video might come before some of those videos that I'm talking about, because I've been sharing a lot of fitness stuff with you guys. So when I started going back to the gym, what I did was just stretching and abs, right? And this week is when I started lifting again. And I have to keep in mind, for the holiday, I have to check the gym schedule, because they're gonna have some days where they're not open. So I have to rearrange myself in terms of when to go to the gym. When the kids are there or when my husband is here, just go and do something. So that's the habit I've created with myself to continue going to the gym. Even sometime when I don't go to the gym, I have stuff on the kids, hanging on the kids' bedroom door. I do some leg lifts, even though I don't do it as high as I used to due to my lower back. But I did something to just make the muscles not to forget some of the stuff that I used to do, So pretty much that's what I mean, that you have to make a habit of continue going to the gym. You don't have to go crazy, you know. Step in the gym. If it's bicep curls you're gonna do several bicep curls, or use different machines to do similar movement and stuff like that. There are times, very rarely I focus on biceps and triceps. I call them details muscles and stuff like that. But when I do, there are different exercises that I do for biceps. I could do dumbbells, right? And then I could do barbell, that's the long bar, and I could do the cable and stuff like that. So there's different things you could do, variation of the movement, different machine, different equipment you could use to target that specific muscle. So once you start going to the gym, believe me, there are times you don't want to get out of bed to go to the gym. You will see on my fitness channel, there are times I'm getting up, like in the summer, I'll be getting up like 4:30-ish, 5 o'clock going to the gym before my husband goes to work. That way I could come back before he goes to work for me to stay in the house. So I make it a habit. I don't like to go at night because the gym is packed. All the people that goes to work are back, and even sometime in the morning too, you'll see a lot of people, those who's going to work. So make it a habit to go to the gym. And it's good for you. You just want to buy your joints to lubricate, because you don't want it to stay stiff and stuff like that. Hopefully I remember by the end of this, there's a story I have to say about my aunt. Okay, so that's what I mean by once you get the wheel moving, don't stop. Okay, the last bullet point that I have, oh, I guess I mentioned it on that. You can easily lose muscle tone. It is hard to get. So pretty much I touched that already. So once you lose your muscle tone, it takes a while to regain it, to get it back. So you have to do a lot of work to get it back, especially when you know what your body used to be. You know, you were fit, you see all those muscles and stuff. You know your body could get there. And then once you lose it, you start regretting certain things. Oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. So you're working extra hard to regain it back. So yeah. Now, the story that I have with a family member, I have an aunt who is now on a wheelchair, I believe. Sometimes she walks with a crane, but majority of the time I think she's in a wheelchair. So maybe 2 years ago, we went to Thanksgiving. I don't see her often. It's during those family gathering I will see her. So when I saw her, she was walking fine, but she was walking like this, right? And I told her, she probably doesn't remember. And I said, look, you need to do some movement. Just because your body wants to be like that, probably for her, it feels comfortable to be like that. I know, because my lower back, if I'm like this, it's more comfortable for me. But I know if I do this, next thing I know is gonna be like that, and compromising all the other muscle group, things like that. So I always make the effort, the conscious decision to stand up upright when I'm doing whatever. Whenever I see I'm slacking off like this, I bring my body back, because it feels more comfortable to be like that. So when I saw her, actually that was after my sciatica, right? So I had an idea about these kind of things because I saw what I saw, right? And I said, look, aunt, by her name, and I said, you should try to do some exercises. And I create videos. I think I call it something, movement for elderlies. I have a whole bunch on my fitness channel. They were designed mostly for her. Very basic movement, things you could do even when you're sitting, and things like that. Things you could do for your hand, things you could do for your arm and stuff like that. But the goal is to have them, to move them. Okay, just because your wrist wants to be like that, you're gonna keep it like that. You know, you have to be able to open your fingers to grab things. So you have to make the conscious decision every day to do some things like this. You don't need to use weight to do that. There are grip things you could use, right? So you need to do things to make the joints moving, to lubricate them. So when I saw her that particular time, she's walking like this, and I came here, I made the video somewhere here, and I post them. And I think I text my cousin, one of her daughters, and I said, make sure my aunt watch this and things like that. Again, most of my channels is not to be popular or anything, especially my fitness channel. I created because a lot of friends and family, neighbors were asking me what did I do to lose my pregnancy weight, because I was getting the same questions by many people. So I decided to create the fitness channel. My first YouTube channel was this one. I created that because I wanted to keep memories, pretty much. So yeah, so when I told her that, and I made her clear, is not to get views or anything like that, and that was before YouTube changed its ways, where I was still making little money, little pennies here and there on the fitness channel, but I wasn't sending her to make money out of it. It was for my aunt's health. So I sort of framed that, let her know it's not for that. You don't even have to like it, you don't have to share nothing. So I told her, just watch that, right? And I think I even said on all of the videos at the beginning why this video is available. So anyone, as a disclaimer, so I didn't want people to think that I'm this professional or anything like that. I know everything. So I was just telling my aunt, pretty much, move your joint, right? So that's that with that. So now, this past Thanksgiving 2019, I went to my family gathering for Thanksgiving, and I saw her. She was on a wheelchair. She's walking with a crane. Things have gotten worse. And one of her daughter, another daughters of her, and I show her the videos. I said, look, let her watch this. Even when she's sitting, make her move her leg, do this. And I was even showing her to do this, do that, because it's getting worse. And she's at the age where, yes, it could be like that, but you know, I know, movement, exercise help the body. She doesn't have to lift heavy load to do any of those stuff. It's just her base point right now. All she needs to do is move the arm, move this, whatever. I mean, I'm not telling her to go like this, but whatever the body can do. If, for instance, right now, this is all she could do for her shoulder, do it every day. Do it every day. Eventually, you'll be able to do that. Okay? If you want to lift your arm, if right now her baseline, her zero line is this, right? Just do it every day. Let the joint start cracking, start moving, start regain what it used to do. It may not get where when you were like 17, 18, but at least at her age, at least the arm, the shoulder joint could start moving like that. Eventually, she'll probably be able to do this. You know, that's the thing I was trying to tell her. But now it's getting worse. Just because the body says, I feel comfortable like this, that doesn't mean you have to compromise or let the body be like that. Because as human being, you need to stand upright. Okay, all the body, the muscle group needs to align. They need to distribute, the weight need to distribute evenly throughout the body. So if you're a young person, you start seeing signs like that, you know, bring your body straight, right? So yeah, that's what I wanted to share, and that's what was in my mind when I was at the gym today. So yeah, give a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, take a moment, subscribe, like and share, and I will be putting some links in the description. Hopefully I remember when I'm editing this video to search for those videos and share them with you. Or just go to my fitness channel, look through the playlist. I have a couple playlists that might be helpful to you. I have videos about the mind where, you know, when I'm thinking of stuff, life stuff, because your mind is part of the fitness thing. You need to, when you are thinking of things, you don't want to bubble at the end where it eventually will create some problems. So I have little videos, playlists for the mind, I call it. When I'm thinking of things, or something is bothering me or something like that, I take a walk to the park and I take my phone and start recording whatever is going on in my mind. So yeah, that's my form of therapy. And last night, for instance, I was in bed. I don't remember what I was thinking about, but it seems at that time it seemed like it was important to me. So I grabbed my phone, I recorded it. I still don't remember what I was talking about, but I probably will share that also. I probably will create another playlist of things like that. Like for this video, will be on that. So yeah, take a moment, hit the like button, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.